Hello, how you doing, ladies? Happy Monday to you and welcome to episode number 9 of the Inspired to Greatness show. Today, we are talking about what to do when fear stops you moving forward in your business. And I was having this conversation with a client of mine just last week, and I know it is a topic that really keeps women stuck for way longer than they would like to be. This fear of getting it right, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of being seen and heard, the fear of being visible, and so on and so forth. Stacey, my darling, how are you? I'm missing our coaching calls. I really am. I hope it's all going well for you. But yeah, we're talking about when fear stops you moving forward in your business. And I know that all of us experience this at some point or another. So that's why I wanted to choose today's topic. But let me hear from you. First of all, if you are listening in live, just drop in the comments where you're listening in from. And also, if you are listening into the replay, drop replay in the comments. And again, where you are listening from. Let's hear from you all, ladies. Let's get some activity going on here. Stacey saying, hello, my lovely, missing you too. Ah, thank you. So, today's topic, let's get straight into it. The fear. The fear is what is the one thing that stops women showing up as the woman they know they have the potential to be. You know, I can teach you everything I know. I can teach you all of the steps, all of the how-to nuts and bolts pieces. But this is the mindset piece. If you're afraid to actually go out and implement what you know will work, then nothing's going to change for you. Everything is going to continue to be the same. Now, this whole piece around fear, too many women are letting it stop them from moving forward into what they are meant for. And one thing I want to get across to you is that fear is a normal part of this journey. If you want to be on the entrepreneurial journey, then you are going to have to be bosom buddies with fear. Fear is going to need to be your new normal. And you've got to stop seeing it as this thing to be pulling away from. You know, remember what fear is. Fear is about fight and flight. You know, we've had fear in the past because it's meant to keep us alive. When I was going to say a dragon, but of course dragons don't exist. When, back in the days when we were cavemen, when a wild animal or saber-toothed tiger was running after us, fear served us. It stopped us from dying. But the fear we experience in business is not legitimate fear. It's, your life is not going to come to an end if you make yourself visible. It's really an illusion that we create in our mind, and we build it into something that it actually isn't. So what I want you to do is to reframe the idea of fear as being something that it's not something to move away from. It's actually a red flag for you to move towards, because it is a part of this journey. One thing I have learned in my 13 years of business is that the entrepreneurial journey is one of the greatest self-development programs that you are ever likely to put yourself through. And, I know if you're in this group, it's called Inspired to Greatness. I know you are interested in self-development. However, here's the rub. We can know about self-development in, we can know it, we can read the books, and we can know it intellectually, but we don't actually know anything about self-development until we truly embody it. And this is what the entrepreneurial journey is. When we start to embody the things that we know we need to be doing, that's when the transformation happens. That's when the shifts take place. That's when we're in manifestation mode and things start to roll in. And I would invite you to consider what fear is. Fear is this red flags. It's something for you to take notice of, because it's a red flag for you to pay attention and recognize that whatever this place of fear is your next breakthrough. Because on the other side of the thing you're afraid of, on the other side of the thing that you're resisting, the thing that you think you cannot do, is your breakthrough, is everything that you say you desire. So reframing it in your mind as something to be moving towards is going to create quantum leaps in your business. But in order for that to happen, you have to trust the process. So some of this is the process of moving through that fear, breathing into it, allowing things to come up so that you can move through them. This is how we process. This is how we experience a breakthrough in order to go through the next level. It is walking into the fear and processing what's coming up for us as we move through it. Instead of saying, oh no, I need to stop here because I'm afraid, we walk into it and just let it wash over us. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable, I guess, is the way to look at it. But also it's, trusting that process. And, if your belief systems are like mine, I call in a higher power, whether that's your own inner wisdom, you call it universe, God, spirit, source energy, mother nature. As you're moving into that, just call upon whatever you need to call upon to in order to trust that process. Because my belief is when you call upon a power higher than yourself, you will always be supported. But the other part of trusting the process is the actual nuts and bolts pieces. Sometimes for some of you, the fear is actually about the fact that you don't know what to do next, or you're not doing what you'd like to do because you're really not sure about the nuts and bolts pieces. Now, as you know, as somebody who works with coaches and consultants to help them create a unique, rewarding and thriving business doing what they love, this is my area of expertise. So if you've identified that the fear is actually about the fact that you don't know what to do next to get you to where you want to go in your business, or to be earning what you need to be earning, or experiencing whatever breakthrough it is that you desire, then feel free to get some help from me. I'm opening up some complimentary sessions this week. I've only got a couple available, but if you would like me to help you put together a plan for your next steps so that you can bust through the fear that's holding you back and start moving towards your breakthrough in as short a time as possible, then head over to victoriaplayer.com/apply. We'll just spend some time together. We'll look at where you're at in your business, what's working, what's not working, and I will lay out a plan for you so that you know what your right next steps are. And this isn't about me pushing anything upon you. I'll give you a plan, and if you would like to know how you can get support going forward with that, then I'm sure, of course I can help you do that if you'd like to hear about it. But trusting the process, you have to know what the process is in order to experience that breakthrough. The other thing is that you don't need to always know the how. When you are, fear can often come when there's something that you desire, whether that's an income breakthrough, whether that's calling in more clients, whether that's, getting out and being more visible. Perhaps you want to do Facebook Lives or start to do public speaking or run your own challenge or something of that nature. We can often get so bogged down with the how-to that it creates this inertia. It creates a sense of overwhelm. Just trust that as you trust the process and start to move into it, that the right next steps will reveal themselves. Often we want to see the whole picture. When we're going for our dreams, when we're going for our desires, they seem so big and colossal. There seems to be so many steps between where we are and where we want to be that we resist moving forward because we're not sure what all of the steps are. However, if you keep moving forward into your desire, those steps will be shown to you. But you have to take the step forward. You have to know what the right next step is. And again, you can call in your angels, your spirit guides, whatever your belief system is. You can get your journal out and, feel into that in an intuitive way to get the right next step. And just trust, that if you're in the fear, just know that you would not have the desires in your heart to do what you want to do if they were not meant for. You cannot, if you're able to conceive of an idea, then you also have the ability to achieve it. But remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So you must keep taking the right next step. So what is the right next step? What is your desire? What is the one thing that you have been resisting? Because usually it's the thing that you're resisting that is creating the fear. And you need to do that one thing. Whatever you're resisting, you must do that first. And then take the right next step, and then the next right next step. Okay? But just trust. A lot of this is, moving through fear is about trusting the process, trusting that it will work out, and trusting that if you keep moving forward consistently, you will experience your breakthrough. And, you are where you are. You're in the right place right now. You don't need to be anywhere else other than where you are right now. And trust that you are going to do the right thing, but it does require that you take action. You need to, we can call the inspiration in as much as we want, but ultimately you have to take the right next steps. We can work intuitively, but we equally have to work in our masculine as well and start to get into action and start implementing some of those steps and trust that it's going to be the right thing. Because even if you get it wrong, that's the right thing too. Because sometimes when we do it wrong, it gives us the most amazing feedback to tweak and perfect until we have it just perfect. So as I was saying over on my business page earlier, just finished a live over there. I was talking about failing forward. Failing forward is the greatest gift you can give yourself in business. The faster you fail forward, the faster you will move into your dream business and life. So trust that you're in the right place, you're there doing the right thing, and you're there at the right time. Everything is as it's meant to be, but you must move forward. So ladies, I would love to hear your tips on moving through the fear when you are, stuck in business. What have you done that has worked for you? Drop it in the comments below, because of course everybody, even if people aren't watching live now, they come back and watch the replay. So let's share the wisdom so that all the women here in the community can take your little pearls of wisdom away, because I know all of you in here have got a lot of amazing tips to share with each other. So let's help each other rise up out of this shitty time we've been having. I don't know whether I'm the only one, but oh my God, there's been this heaviness lately, hasn't there? What with the coronavirus, with the Black Lives Matter thing, there's so much pain and trauma in the world right now. And I think as a community we need to rise up together, get ourselves out of this stuck place and get some energy moving around here. So let's do it together. Share your wisdom. What have your tips? What are your top tips? Put them in the comments below for moving through the fear. What would you recommend your clients do? Because I know many of you are coaches. And share it with the women in this community. And I would also love to hear what your key takeaway is from today's Inspired to Greatness show. So ladies, that is it from me for today. As I said earlier, if you would like to have a complimentary 60-minute session with me and I will create your what's next plan, then do head over to victoriaplayer.com/apply. Other than that, I will be seeing you right here in the Inspired to Greatness group later on this week. Have a fabulous week, ladies. Lots of love, and thank you so much for listening in. This is Victoria Player signing out. Bye for now.